Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you so much for joining in. I was just so struck. I'm reading a Mahayana text, The Jewel Ornament of Liberation. And it points out that one reason why compassion should be natural towards all beings is that samsara is so vast, so very vast, that actually every being at some point has been our mother, has given birth to us. So not only is that a reason to have compassion towards every being and to have loving kindness, but in terms of, this reliance on the other power, it's a real profound meditation on just how vast samsara is. Can you fathom every being, not just every human? There's, 5-6 billion humans on this earth. Take right now, probably more like 6. But not just the 7 billion humans, but all the animals, and all the insects, and not just the living beings here on this earth, but every living being in all the realms of samsara has been our mother, at least once, probably many, many times. But you reflect on that. When I reflect on that, I really get the sense of the vastness of samsara. And this book so eloquently says, what's the defining characteristic of samsara? See that? Well, in essence, it says the defining characteristic of samsara is that it manifests as suffering. So there's no question that there's so many wonderful, pleasurable experiences, and even sublime poetry, love, sunsets, all that good stuff. Dancing, laughter, children, the smile of a child, eye gazing, deep intimacy, so many wonderful experiences to be had here. And let's keep in mind that all of them have a price tag. All of them have suffering because they're impermanent. So then we can reflect on, so maybe it's too big to reflect on every sentient being. So let's just reflect on every human here on this planet. According to Mahayana view, find out for yourself whether it's true or not. We've incarnated so many times that all the 6, 7, 8 billion, we've had at least 8 billion incarnations. Of course, Mahayana wisdom says that samsara is beginningless, and 8 billion is like a drop in the bucket in terms of how many times we've done this. So in that reflection, that can awaken the most important desire, the desire to be free of it. But actually, that's not quite the most important desire. That's the most important desire in Theravada Buddhism. But in Mahayana or Vajrayana Buddhism, it's the desire to become free of that so as to free everyone else, to actually become a Buddha, a liberated being who's not just liberated and blissing out in nirvana, but actually has the capacity to liberate other beings. The Buddha said that being in samsara is like being in a burning house. And of course it's a tricky burning house because it doesn't burn 24/7. If the house just burned 24/7, we'd be like, get me blankety blank out of here, right? Now we would seek detachment, but glorious, magical samsara gives us pain and pleasure, and everything is clouded in delusion and ignorance, so we don't see. We literally are not seeing reality. literally not seeing the vast suffering, the vast, vast suffering. And there's many translations of the word dukkha. Suffering is just one of them, but another great translation to reflect on is dissatisfaction. That all experiences here are marked, are tainted with dissatisfaction. Now, anyone who knows me, and most of the people on this channel maybe don't know me so well yet, I love to dance. I love writing poetry. I'm a romantic. I love eye gazing. I love sexual tantra. Like, I like to enjoy life. So it's not about, unless you feel called to becoming a monk, it's not about becoming like a dead Buddhist. um, and specifically not on the Pure Land path. And it is about reflecting on and recognizing, say it, this straight cyclic birth. So next time you go, I invite you to reflect on every single person that you see as mother at least once. That can also awaken the desire to become a Buddha, to liberate all of these beings who were once our most cherished mother. Thank you so much for dropping by. Namo Amida Butsu. And I wish you a deep awakening of the desire, of the one desire that will actually satisfy us, to become an actual Buddha.